Straight ahead on WBKB, it's the first Friday night out in a while in Michigan, so we take you live at one local pub.
Plus, ACC is on board with the Michigan Reconnect program, and our very own sports director Jake Vanderbrook goes one-on-one with a two-time Super Bowl attendee.
You're watching Thunder Bay News Network. WBKB News at 6 starts now.
This is WBKB News at 6. An in-depth look at news, weather, and sports. From hard-hitting news stories to local events, we're there with coverage you can count on. You're watching WBKB News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler Cruz.
And I'm Sherry Stewart. Well, tonight is the first Friday that bars and restaurants are open for indoor dining. In spite of yesterday's snow, people are still enjoying a Friday night out. Let's check in with Stephanie Manici in downtown Alpena.
That's right, Sherry. I'm here in downtown Alpena at the Black Sheep Pub. Now, earlier this week, we took you to the restaurants for their opening. We thought we'd bring you at the end of the week to the bars to see how they're doing. I'm here with Black Sheep's, their bartender, Audrey, to see what people are consuming tonight. What are they consuming, Audrey?
Tonight, as for beer, I think everybody's excited to drink beers on tap. So, of course, Guinness is like a fan favorite. Otherwise, it's Friday, so our fish and chips, and we also have prime rib, finally, which is excellent as always.
Okay. And do you anticipate it getting a little more crowded in here since everything's been reopening?
We're just kind of winging it. We don't really know. We're taking it day by day. We hope we get our regulars. Everybody's been very supportive so far, though.
Okay. Thank you, Audrey. Audrey tells me that they are enforcing mask wearing and they're social distancing as best they can. So back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Stephanie, and happy Friday to you. Well, in other news, Democrats cleared the way for a COVID relief bill after Vice President Kamala Harris was the tie-breaking vote early this morning to pass the Senate's budget resolution. A little after 5:30 this morning, lawmakers voted on the budget resolution after an all-night vote-a-rama, a process where senators spent hours voting on dozens of amendments. The bill included a reconciliation rule put into place in 1974, and it would allow Senate Democrats to pass President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package without any Republican votes. Reconciliation allows the party in control of Congress to pass most legislation with a simple 51-vote majority, rather than a 2/3 or 60-vote majority, which would require Republican support. The Senate floor voted 50-50 on the resolution, and Vice President Kamala Harris was called to the U.S. Capitol to make the final vote.
On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the concurrent resolution as amended is adopted.
And the Senate will begin the impeachment trials of former President Trump next week before using this resolution to pass the COVID relief bill into law.
Well, Alpena Community College has announced its support for the Michigan Reconnect program. The program, which was introduced by Governor Whitmer earlier this week, aims to help address the widening skills gap in the state's workforce. The Reconnect program will cover the cost of in-state tuition, mandatory fees, and contact hours for adults ages 25 or older. Students must be a Michigan resident and have not completed a college degree. ACC will serve as a supporter to the program. Staff at the college say the Reconnect program is a perfect opportunity for those that were not able to take advantage of the Future for Frontliners program.
So it gives them a chance to come to school and maybe get some of those valuable employability skills that they didn't think they had a chance to do. There could have been a lot of reasons why people didn't go to school out of high school or possibly didn't finish. And this is an opportunity for them to come back and sort of maybe better themselves.
In 2019, only 42% of Michigan's working-age residents had an associate's degree or higher. A 2020 analysis by the American Association of Community Colleges reported a vast difference in full-time earnings between those with college degrees and certificates versus those with only a high school diploma. For more information or to apply for Michigan Reconnect, you can visit michigan.gov/reconnect.
And if you're currently looking for additional training and skills, Mid-Michigan College is offering short-term learning opportunities. The short-term training provides participants with career-ready skills in the healthcare and skilled trades fields. In as little as 3 to 12 weeks, trainees are prepared for entry-level positions and state certification exams. Training is offered both remote and on-site, and costs may be significantly reduced or completely free through Michigan Works Assistant programs. Potential trainees should contact their local Michigan Works office to see if they qualify. We'll have a link with more information on our website.
Well, District Health Department number 4 is issuing a reminder for anyone who received the first dose of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. The department says it's imperative that you keep your appointment for the second dose. Appointments are scheduled for Friday, February 5th, Sunday, February 7th, and Tuesday, February 9th. The department says these are the only clinics scheduled, and due to the nationwide vaccine shortage, they cannot guarantee you a slot in another clinic. The health department says they have administered 5,470 first and second doses of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. Well, as of Friday, District Health Department number 4 is reporting 7 new COVID-19 cases in Alpena, Montmorency, and Presque County. The total number of current cases in each county is listed on your screen. Meanwhile, District Health Department number 2 is reporting 342 cases in Alcona County, 1,113 cases in Iosco, and 313 confirmed cases in Oscoda. These results are as of Thursday, February 4th. And for the latest on COVID-19 cases around the state, visit michigan.gov/coronavirus.
Well, Mid-Michigan Health says the safety of all their frontline workers, employees, volunteers, and patients has been and always will remain a top priority. The hospital issued the statement following a report that aired on CBS this morning. In that report, a former Mid-Michigan Health doctor spoke out about her frustrations in trying to make sure staff in the hospital were safe.
By the time the hospital decided the mask was worn out, it had been worn way more than was recommended, and it wasn't working.
In the statement, Mid-Michigan Health said their PPE supplies are closely monitored daily, and there are no concerns of lack of supplies or any decrease in supplies that would put anyone at risk.
And just a reminder that construction on the Bagley Street Bridge will begin on Monday, February 8th. The Alpena County Road Commission wants to remind motorists that the bridge will be closed to all traffic. The rehab project is expected to take 9 months. Residents and travelers are asked to adjust their plans accordingly for the duration of that closure. Well, there is more news ahead for you here on WBKB. Coming up, women and men are showing up in...
What happened last night?
So Tyler, some of us throughout Northeast Michigan got close to 5 inches of snow, 4.9 inches officially at West Branch, 4.8 inches in Alpena. Atlanta coming in with 4 inches of snow. For the most part, we've been seeing mainly dry weather throughout our area. Winds out of the west-southwest are driving in some lake effect snow from the Traverse City area up towards the tip of the Mitt. Some of those snow showers are getting into parts of Montmorency and Oscoda counties. We can see here closer to Lake Huron. Really not seeing much other than some cloud cover overhead. We have some very cold temperatures on the way into our area this weekend. We'll be in the middle teens for most of this evening, getting close to 10 degrees in the early morning tomorrow, and then highs for tomorrow afternoon only expected to reach 18 degrees. It gets even colder on Sunday. We'll be talking about how low those wind chills are going to get and how long this cold weather is going to last coming up later in the program.
Thanks for that, Ellie. Well, you see us in red today because February 5th marks National Go Red for Women Day. The goal of Go Red is to raise awareness of women and heart disease. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women, causing 1 in 3 deaths each year. Due to COVID-19, many women and others are not eating as healthy or even exercising due to social distance and quarantining. Health experts say those elements all contribute to our heart's function.
It is all intertwined. The body is a wonderful machine, but it is not unidimensional. Things relate to each other. And when you're carrying a little bit too much weight, it requires the heart to pump harder to get through the blood system. And by pumping harder, it puts additional stress on the heart.
And Dr. Mordetsugu says regular exercise at home or socially distanced walks around your neighborhood can help. Go Red for Women advocates for more research and swifter action for women's heart health. There are many virtual events from exercise classes, cooking demonstrations, and more to recognize the day. If you're wearing red in support of the campaign, make sure to use the hashtag #GoRedForWomen and on all your social media platforms.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, for sure. Well, Friday is National Weather Person's Day, so we asked our own meteorologist Ellie Morrison about the work he does here at WBKB. Ellie Morrison has provided Northeast Michigan its TV weather forecast for just over 2 years. He says his passion for predicting storm systems began at an early age.
My fascination with weather began in 6th grade, learning about natural disasters. That's what really sparked my passion for meteorology. And then there was also some severe weather that happened north of Toronto in the summer of 2009. There were a couple of tornadoes, and that just piqued my interest in weather even more.
Morrison adds he spent high school taking numerous science and math classes to prepare for an undergrad in meteorology. He says putting together his forecast is tough but rewarding work involving multiple sources of data.
And there are lots of variations of weather models, so I have to take all of that information, put it together, try and get it correct so that way you get a good 7-day forecast on the news.
And Morrison says the most rewarding part of the job is warning the community when severe weather is on the way. And tune in after the break because coming up, WBKB News meteorologist Ellie Morrison is next with your 7-day forecast plus the photo of the day. Stay tuned.
B11.com.
And thanks for that, Ellie. That sunset almost makes you forget that it's going to feel like minus 10 degrees next week. Sports is coming up next, but first, Jake Vandenbroek is here with a preview. Jake, what's going on tonight?
Hey, Tyler. Happy Friday. It's almost the weekend, and not only that, it's Super Bowl weekend. And I go one-on-one with the two-time Super Bowl attendee. You do not want to miss that. Plus, the Red Wings return to action this evening as they battle the Tampa Bay Lightning. Stick around.
Well, that's actually all we have for you this evening.
You can read more about our broadcast stories and get the scoop on other news items online.
Just visit WBKB11.com for sports, weather, and news updates anytime, day or night.
And check us out on our Facebook page and Twitter handle at WBKB11.
And be sure to catch us back here tonight at 11 with Kent Davis. Have a great night.